till more people connect. All right. All right, guys. What I'm gonna be testing today, as you know, some of the guys, I was printing these bus bars, which let me put this here. With the laser printer, with the laser. I'm sorry, not the printer, the cutter. I was printing this, and this is a bus bar fuse at the same time. So this is for low current. So what I'm gonna be testing here is Dr. Bass, who is one of my buddies, group member. He showed me a video with a similar test that I'm gonna be doing now. So we're gonna be testing these bus bars. They are made of nickel, zero point 0.1, super thin. So I'm gonna be testing how much current can we apply before they blow. That's gonna be very cool to test. What I have here right now, look at this setup. I have already connected. I'm coming from my power supply, which is Readon. Let me show you. Is it the Readon? Come on. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Let me try to fix this setup for the camera. Yep, that's my reading. RD6030 is capable to produce 30 amps. So I know these bus bars, and I'm gonna be only using 4.19. So I'm simulating the same power that lithium ion has with the power supply, and I'm creating the load with. Let me make a zoom here. This is a. Let me take it off. This is a load tester. I'm able to produce all the way to 40 amps with that load tester. So I can pull, load from the battery. In this case, I'm gonna do it from the power supply to create load. But the good part is I can control, with that device, I can control how much current exactly I am pulling. So that's gonna be very cool. So I can get good numbers out of that. So let me show you the setup. If this thing cooperates. Okay, I pre-did one, so basically I'm connecting. If you notice, we know the current runs by that positive. Anyway, I connect already the negative straight from the power supply. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can see it better. We are coming from the negative. I connect the straight by this wire. See, straight to the load. Let me move this out of here so you can see it there. There we go. Much better now. And then the positive is the one that I'm gonna be connecting to the fuse or and this one to the base. So to run all the current possible. So what I'm gonna do, let me see if I can do it like this. I don't want to damage this, but I need to pull it out a little bit out of here. Let's see. So basically, I'm gonna test with the first one. They're delicate, so let me connect this to here. Actually, I have zero load. There we go. I'm gonna do it like this. Let's test. So I'm gonna be applying. Let's see if we can put both cameras. Problem is this camera is not helping too much. So if you see here, no, you're not gonna be this. Looking, this is too small. I'm gonna apply right now 1 amp. All right, we have 1 amp right now. Let's see if we can see this more clear like this. There we go. And if you see, we see the sag. We are gonna apply 2 amps. Now it's sagging. Now it's gonna get interesting. I'm just gonna say how much I'm gonna be applying so you can see how much is gonna hold. 3 amps. Let's see, is the camera clear? Yeah, much better. Let me put my fingers here so you can see it better. We have 3 amps right now. I'm gonna touch this. It's a little bit warm, little bit warm. Let me see if I can. I want to make sure you guys can see this. I'm gonna put 4 amps. 5. I don't want to touch it because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be hot. 6. It's sagging. We have 3.73. Oh, actually, I see smoke. Do you see the smoke? Let's keep going. Look at that. With only, that's 6 amps. It's smoking. Keep going. Let's go all the way to 10. One shot. 10 amps. Look at that. It's red. It's red with only 10 amps. And the idea is if we have a runner, I'm going to push it to 20. Let's see, 20. Woof. Look at that. You seen that? That's how it's supposed to work. That was, how many? We blew it with 17 amps. That was 17 amps. So let's see if this is consistent. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this here. Now we know 17 amp blew it once. Let's connect another one with the same amount of current in one shot to see if blew the fuse again with 17 amps. All right, I'm going straight with 17 amps. Let me see if we can zoom it somehow that we can see this. I'm going now, 17 amps. Look at that. With 17 amps, we blew it. Let's try with a little bit less. So we can test how much stress we can hold. Maybe let's try 15. Maybe 15 is a good number. Let's try another one, 15. See, this is for low current applications. We can modify this by going up maybe in the material. But look at how cool it's going to be this. I mean, there we go. I'm going now with 15. Let's see how we behave. 1, 2, 3, 15. Yep, 15, he blew it too. How cool is that? So that's how it's supposed to work, these bus bars. If you notice, it's for very low current applications. So now let's monitor the sagging that we get. Let's kill that amount of current. Let me put it way lower than that. Let's put it 1 amp. Because we want to see the sag, how it's doing. And actually, let me turn it off. So let's take another one. Actually, in my opinion, it's too weak at this point. I guess we should go with a higher number. But let's see. Right now we have 3.22 volts, but we have. Oh, actually, no, it's off. Let me turn it on. That's just the sag. Turn it on. 3.14. That's acceptable. We have some sag, so but it's acceptable. Now I'm going, instead to go by 1 amp, I'm going a little bit, softer to see when it start really sagging a lot. When 1.1, 1.2, still good. 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. It start a little bit. Let me see when it starts sagging below 4. Still 4, so that's only 2 amps. That's only 2 amps. So let's see, 3 amps. Still 4.4. That's not bad with 3 amps. Let's go 4 amps. and I guess that temperature is gonna start going up. Yeah, okay, Retro. Why low current applications? This is how Tesla does their packs. So the Tesla packs, they don't pull more than 6 or 7 amps per cell. That's how they do it. But instead to do it with this, what Tesla does in their packs is they're use like a wire only. When they connect the battery to the bus bar, they use a very very thin wire. So the wire act just like this. So when they have a high current in one of the cells, for some reason they're not supposed to do that, but if that happen, when that blow the fuse, actually I'm gonna try again. I'm going now, let's see, I'm gonna shut it off from 4 amps, and I'm gonna push, let's set this to 10, no, actually 12 amps. I guess it's gonna take longer to blow the fuse, but it's, let's see, look at the sag, how as it's going, see how hot it's getting. That's 12. It's still not breaking, but it's red hot. It's almost breaking. Look at that. Red hot. How cool is that? It's hot. But it's not breaking yet. So, and that's 12. Let me shut it off again. Off. Look at how immediately cool down. Probably cool down quickly that I can touch it. Let's see. Yep, it cooled down quickly. So it's because it's passing the heat to the bus bar on top. Now let's put it back on. Look at that. Red hot. But that's 12. Let's see the tolerance when this really breaks. That's what I want to see. 13. Almost breaking. 14. I want to see that falling. That's almost breaking. 15. I guess 15 is the point. 15 is the point. 15 amps. So, hey, Mike. Yeah, man. Man, too many toys. Too many toys. And I actually, guys, I'm going to show you another one that I have. But yeah, but with this equipment, I can test very precisely, the current and all that. So now we know these bus bars, they break exactly at 15 amps. Let's try the consistency of that again. 15 amp. Actually, I'm gonna put 14 to see if that breaks. And 15 is the number. Let's see, one more. We don't want to go that high, obviously, because it's, oof, actually I completely forget turn it off. Look at that, 15. Let me turn it off. Turn it off. No, actually, you know what? I believe, yeah, it doesn't break, but I guess it's the sag part. See, okay, now we're connected. Let's try the number you says, 5 amps. But we don't want to see too much sag. That's when we know the material is suffering a little bit. Let's change that to 5. What do you says? 5 amps. I guess it's, let's see, 5 amps. I'm gonna activate 5 amps. Now let's see how is sag below 4. That's too much sag. So I don't consider that 5 amps is correct. So because that sagging is excessive. So let's put 4 now. 4. I wanna see this over. Probably it's gonna recover now if we leave it. Oh, you don't see the numbers because it's still hot because I was in 5. See, as long as cool down, it's gonna recover the voltage because the hotter is the material, the more it's gonna sag. Now it's probably if I blew. Let me try something cool. Let me turn it off 1 second. I'm gonna show you something interesting. Just for the fun, to prove the point, I'm gonna put it in again in 5, right? We are 4. Let me turn it on. 4. Look at the sagging. It's going down, right? Now let's put it in 5. And to prove a point, look at the sagging. Let's blow air on that and see how that recover with cooling. Look at the number. Look at the number how it goes up. Now it's going down again. Let's blow air again. Now let's push to 7 or 8. Look at the how bad. And blow air. See? And now it starts falling. So if we have a good thermal, cooling system, we can push the current higher than, in the cables, but we need to have a good cooling. That's what Tesla have. Tesla have cooling system in the bus bars. So the temperature is what create more, the sag. That's why when you have your e-bikes and stuff like that, you want to go with the higher cable that you can. So the thicker cable that you can afford, because that's going to help cooling the pack, and that's going to help with the sag. So the more cold is the cable, the connection, the more power you're going to have. Look at that, man. That's a single. This is very powerful fan. Look at that. That's a little toy I have. So now you see the sag. I mean, that's 4 amps. Now, I guess the sweet spot for this bus bar is gonna be probably 3, which we are over 4. And I still says it's too much sag, because I'm pushing. Well, we have a lot of distance. We cannot blame the bus bar only. We have a long cables. I mean, but yep. Oh yeah. Now let's see something very interesting. Let's see how much we can push without break this applying air. Let's see. Let's stop it, and I'm gonna try with, just for fun. We know it doesn't break at 13. I know it's gonna be red hot, but it's not gonna break. And then we are gonna see how much goes down. That's probably gonna go down to 2 volts, 3 volts. But applying air, let's see how much you recover. I'm gonna do it quickly because it's gonna go red hot. Look at that, 3 volts, 13 amps. Stop. It's gonna go red again. Look at that, how loose the power, the voltage. Look at the voltage drop. Red hot, 1 volt, 1.9. Applying air. See? So, shut it off. So basically, I'm proving how important is the heat, how much the heat affect our packs, our voltage drop. So you can have, you can have a moly cell, you can have a JP40, like, look at this, I have this setup. You can have a JP40 that can produce, a lot of current, 70 amps, 100 amps. Actually this setup is for 100 amps rated for testing. But if you don't have the way to deliver, take out the power out of the cell, you can have the best batteries. Somebody you can ask, hey, build me a really nice battery with the JP40s. But if your builder doesn't know how to build the battery and they build your battery with, for example, I don't know, nickel or a very poor copper, very thin copper, buddy, you're not gonna enjoy the power from this cell, because, for example, if you really want to push this cell to the limits, I mean, peaking really high power, like these guys with the airplanes, Canton, and these guys that they know me, uh, they really push these cells really high. I mean, with their RC jets, they use these cells for jets, and they push sometime over to 100 amps. Now, to do that, they really need to build with a bunch of nice copper. Like, let me show you my setup. Well, my thought with the Samsung 50s, Samsung is very popular with the 50s, but I mean, honestly, the 50s is not a high-end battery in today's date. I mean, Samsung 58 is good for 25 amps continuously. Yes, it can. I mean, burst more than that. But I mean, the Samsung 50s just sag a lot, and actually, we maybe can test that here. I mean, when you compare the Samsung 50s with a JP40, it's just, I mean, a big difference. Actually, let's do something here. Now that we are here, look at what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna prove a point here. I'm gonna prove a point here. And actually, now that I love do that kind of things live. Look at what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna connect this battery. Probably clamping is not the best way to push very hard, but I'm gonna do it because let's connect this to here to get the most I can. Actually, you know what? I can use the other one. I can use the other one that is ready. But let's do it. Let's try it like this to go quickly. Let's see how much this alligator holds in current. So right now we have 4.9 volts, right? And this is a JP40. I just connected to this equipment. Let's push this JP40. Let's push this JP40 to 25 amps, okay? Actually, let's do 30 amps. Let me set up this to 30 amps. That's gonna push 30 amps. Probably we're gonna have a lot of sag because this connector, they sucks. But let's see, let's monitor when I apply 30 amps. Let's see the sag. Remember, this cell is not fully charged, it's 4.9 volts, but it's to give you an idea. Now let's see, 30 amps. Sagging 3.53. It's not gonna be a fair test, but look at that. That's 30 amps, right? No, actually, this equipment I can go all the way to 40 is the max. Actually, 42. I believe this equipment is the limit. 40 right now. That's the maximum that this equipment allow me. So let's push 40. Let's push 40. And I mean, in the way to do this correctly, we need to monitor sag and we need to monitor as well temperature. I mean, but for example, that's 40 amps. I'm pushing 40 amps. Now see how is the sagging? 3.3, but remember, it's not fully charged. This battery is probably 60%. But you see the number, how much is pushing? 131. Probably these cables are the one. Actually, no, it's not that bad, that cables. And the battery, hey, this is nothing for this battery. I mean, 40 amps for this battery is absolutely nothing. Now, think about it. 40 amps, and look at the sag that I have. It's not fully charged. Let's do something. I guess I have a Samsung here. Let's see. Buddy, you're lucky. I have one in my hands. 50s. I don't know how much the state of charge. Let's check it out. Let's see how much is the state of charge in this Samsung. Oh, come on. It's not gonna be fair. It's 3 point. It's it's not charged. I wish I have more voltage, but I mean, this is really. If I do that, it's gonna go very high, and it's gonna probably go below. I mean, like 2 point something. Let's see, 40. Samsung 2 point. Look at that. That's actually. I'm gonna stop that. 2.2. That's killing the cell. That's killing the cell. I mean, I mean, it just cannot handle that. I wish I have another cell with more voltage here. Um, well, where we talk, we can charge this if you want. I want to take a look. How? I mean, let me leave it there to do this test. And then what I'm gonna do, let me leave it there and plug this to here. And this other one here, and we are gonna charge this cell right now. Let's see. All right, I'm charging. Oh wait. I was pushing 29 amps. Are you kidding me? Current. Let's put no more than, let's see, 6 amps. 6 amps. God, good Lord, that was bad. All right, 6 amps. I'm pushing 6 amps now. I'm gonna try to charge quickly this cell so we can test that what we was talking about. So I'm gonna push a little bit more than 6. Let's push. No, let me leave it like that. Let me leave it like that. I don't want to damage the cell. So that's gonna be an interesting test. So yeah, that's the issue. I mean, Samsung again is hey, don't get me wrong, it's a great cell. Samsung is a great cell, but comparing with the tablets, it's not only JP40, it's tablets overall. It's not fair. Comparing with the tablets is not fair. I have here, for example, as well. In this one, I have mounted. This one is EV. That's the one that I was testing, and I can show you that that was a brand new one, and I was doing a test for maximum charge. Is he have a YouTube channel and he's in Facebook as well, and he had few questions, so I was making few testing for him. Let's see, he's gonna release soon. Well, I'm breaking the gun, but I mean, see, I was doing some testing for him for a video that he's gonna be releasing. And I was giving him few numbers about the EV. So I did few testing, and I'm gonna open those testing here. Let me see. I have this open here with the results. What he says, Mike. What you says? Let's see if I can read what you says, man. It went away. Top chat. Let me see if I can see the top chat. Mike says. Actually, you know what? Let me open YouTube here. Maybe I can see what you are talking at the moment, so I don't miss what you're. Oh, there we go. So Mike says. Let me cut the audio. Actually, you know what? Let me open YouTube here. Maybe I can see what you are talking. Sorry. Let me cut the audio. Awesome. Now I can read what you guys are talking about. Keep trying, powerful. What's up? Impressive. Man, absolutely. Actually, I have even more. I mean, other cells. Okay, this is the results. Look at this. I was discharging the. This is results from the EV. Let me show you here. That's the EV. It's a great cell, I tell you. EV 50E discharging at 13 amps. 13 amps. They are rated for 10 amps continuously, even 15 amps, they say, in burst. Okay, I discharge this. Look at when I start discharging at 13 amps, look at the sag. I mean, the numbers. Let's see, that's the numbers. That's a great number, in my opinion, for 13. I mean, look at the voltage. It started 3.8. Remember, it's rated for 10, and I was doing 13. That's not bad. That's not bad, that number. And then keep going. And then at that current, This is what I want to see. How much the EV was able to deliver at 13 amps continuously until deployed. Look at that. The cells is rated for 5 amps hour and it delivered 4.935. Buddy, that's absolutely great numbers. That was a great delivery in that, current level, in my opinion. Now I went further just for fun and I push it in the next test. Let me change the tab to 15 amps. So it's not made for 15 amps. This cell is not made. It's for burst of, I believe, 15 seconds in 15, but I deploy completely to 15 amps just to see. Now, when I push that hard, now look at these numbers. It went to 3.7. Yes, we see sag here. We see sag here, but it's not that bad. 3.7 is not that crazy sag. It's not that crazy sag. I mean, that's you're gonna see the territory like a JP40. Um, that's not bad. And then the most impressive part, pushing all the way. Oh, the temperature. Look at the temperature. Maximum temperature went. What it was the temperature? Let's see. I don't see it here, but we can see it in the graph. Let's see the temperature. Maximum is 50. No, 30, 40, 40, 40 degrees maximum. Exactly. So now look at the delivery. Look at the delivery at 15 amps continuously. Buddy, four out of 5 amps hour, 48.98. It only fell from delivering how many? 102. Buddy, that's nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, yes, we have sag, but the cell is amazing. The most important part in this cell is rated for 1,000 cycles. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, that's a great cell. I mean, many people doesn't know this cell is that good, and I mean, and is I love it. I really like these cells. I mean, those EVs. Yeah, actually, it's this one, the 50E. Again, it's not a high current cell, but remember, you don't need to have a high current. For example, if you have an e-bike and you need 40 amps, for example, right? You can put in parallel, I don't know, 4 of these ones, and you can push. Let's see, if we says that we want to push no more than 10 amps per cell. 4 of these ones are gonna give you 40 amps. 40 amps. We know we can go higher, but the thing is, your e-bike is gonna last a lot. I mean, lifespan, because this cell is 1,000 cycles rated. I mean, it's a great cell. Hey, and you don't break the bank with this cell. This cell, that's what I like from EV. EV have a very nice cells and very inexpensive. I mean, um, so that's the number I got from here. So, um, what else? Let me show you the new toy. I get this one. This one is the 600 a torch. Let me turn it on. Which is actually a disconnect. It's still charging. Yeah, the Samsung is still. No, it's not charging. I just disconnect this. Let me put it back. All right, I'm charging the Samsung just to test. I mean, the sag against the JP40, so you can see the numbers. So this one is the a torch 600 watts. It came just like, hey, this is a great machine. Great machine. So this is exactly the same one as the, I may have that here open somewhere. Let me see. Well, essentially is this machine with only what, 4 modules. I have this one with 19, so I have 3,000 here available. It's pretty much the same machine. It's just this one is in a nice enclosure. It is what it is, you know. Exactly the same. This one is the one that I use for discharging very high current. I mean, not high current, 40 amps, which is a kind of high current, but I mean, I test packs with this one, so I can do the same with this. So now This unit that look that small, believe me or not, that's the best unit that I have right now. The most precise. This is what exactly what Much used for his testing. That unit. Actually, I just became a dealer of a radio wave, and I'm gonna be selling this in the not. Hey, I became dealer because Much used this. Believe me, and it's a great unit. And actually, that's the software that I was using here that you just seen. That's the testing that I can put here, and you see the numbers in the results, and I can combine this just like Much does. I mean, that's what he used. So, and I glad. I mean, I get this because now I'm gonna get the what is called like the amplifier, 100 amps full throttle. Yep. No, and the thing is, but you probably have a bunch of batteries in parallels to support that. However, it's funny how two JP40s, actually, this one is the JP40, two JP40s together can do 100 amps and they don't overheat. I mean, same, hey, exactly the same. Oh, the other one that does that, look at this is a beast. The EV, this one is the 40 PL. The EV40 PL is just a beast. I mean, it's same as the JP40s. It's just a little bit lighter weight, and that's why I recommend this one for as well for the guys with the airplanes because it's very light. Yeah, yeah, man. Okay, how many in parallel? Eight in parallel, buddy. Eight in parallel. 100 amps. That's nothing. These cells they can burst 140. A single cell. You know, but again, that burst is only 2 seconds. Under constant current, they can go 70 amps until they reach how much was I guess is 80 degrees, and then they have the cutoff. But constant current, you can go 60 amps, 60 volt. Yep, man. JP40s, EVs, they are both great. They are both great. I mean, by historically, the JP40 just give you, I guess it's point 0.1 more power, but you cannot see. I mean, that's nothing that you can feel it. I mean, only in the instrument you see that. So these EVs, and I'm very short in EVs. I mean, I have now a bunch of coming. I guess like how much? I guess like 500 are coming. But JP40, I'm gonna have like 2,000 coming very soon. So that's a great sell. Again, the other one that I have coming that I really like it. Look at what I got here. It's the back 45D. This cell is a beast, just like the EV, just like the JP40 is a tapless. The difference is that this cell deliver 4.5 amps hour, 4.5. So this one is gonna be a nice test against. You're gonna see it against the Samsung. You are gonna see the difference in sag between this one and that. I should charge this one to have all of them fully charged. So let me see where I can charge this. I'm gonna put it here. Let me put the cell phone here so I can charge both at the same time. So we can have fun here. Let me take out this EV from here. See the bad part when we test, it bites so hard that we damage the cells, but that's testing. So we're gonna put the back here charging as well. Goes like this. I don't know how much voltage I have. Let me put it in this tester here so we can do it quickly. In this charger. 3.5, they are never used basically, but I'm gonna start charging quickly here. I'm gonna push it to, let's see, to do it quickly, 10 amps. I'm charging at 10 amps to charge that quickly. So, buddy, JK, that's my favorite. I mean, JK is my favorite BMS, as well as, I mean, JDB. That's my two favorites. Also, Ant. I love Ants, but the problem is that I don't have access in good pricing. I'm still negotiating with Jimmy, the Ant manager. I would love to bring that. Let's see, Mike. What do you says? 128 sales TR. 128. Love these tests. Yep, man, buddy. I love doing this, man. Dali, no, man. Dali is, on, in my opinion, they are good in the big BMSs for the storage, like lithium phosphates. I mean, they make, actually have few here. Let me show you the one that Dali that I'm talking about. They are all the way here. I mean, they're brand new. So actually, look at how ugly Dali sends the boxes. This is a Dali. It's a huge BMS, brand new, 250 amps. But look at how big is. This is gauge number two. These cables. These dials, with fan and everything. These dials are for, again, lithium phosphate, very very heavy duty stuff. Yes, these one are good ones, I can tell you. But I mean, again, and this one is only 8 gas, so this is for high pushing hard, you know. So I have another similar. That one is 7S, the one next to it. But my favorite absolutely is these babies, and I have these two ones available for the store. That's, it's broken there. This one, I guess, is the 200. Let's see. Yeah, 200 amps, JK. No, this one is have a 2 amps balancing. This is the most expensive one that JK makes. I mean, for this one, this is a beast. I mean, this one have wart, have all the goodies. This is it's an expensive VMS, this one. So, and I have exactly the same one, which is this one as well, but the 150 amps version. Yep, 150 is this one. So actually, I opened this one to check it out. Yep, I have to put it back in the bag, but look at that. That's JK. JK are just beast BMSs. I'm gonna put it back in the back nicely later. But I have also I have here a bunch of 100. These ones are JDBs. That's how they send it, believe it or not. Look at that, all of them. I have a bunch of BMS. This is all BMSs, all the way to the tiny ones. I love these ones. I mean, this one, believe it or not, look at that. What I did with this one is my personal one. Actually, I put my logo with the laser. This one, it's 100 watt. Actually, a 50 amps. Look at that, 14S, 50 amps. Look at how tiny is this. Next to let's see if I have one. Okay, that pack have a 80 amps JK. That pack. Look at how small is next to it. 50 amps in JDB. JK 80. I mean, I love this one. That tiny, and believe me, I push it hard, and it's a great BMS. Actually, for the people who haven't seen it, that's my laser. That's where I cut copper. I do my bus bars. Great machine, great toy. See, that's how I buy copper. I mark, see, bus bars. Sorry for the mess, but look at how cool thing. I put the flag. That's scrap metal. I don't trash this because I still have space for things that I can do with all that metal. But that's how I keep my metal. That's how I keep my. See, this is all nickel. Nickel, very white nickel to cut. Copper. Look at my big. This is a big copper rolls. This is a very expensive rolls. Very expensive. I have here over $200. I mean, just in this roll plus the other one, that's all copper, nickel. That's my nickel. That's how I get that's not other way to do it in quantities. That's rolls and rolls and rolls. So, and that's only for, believe it or not, for cutting in the laser only. Because for building, this is what I do. Look at how I build this tray in my 3D printer, and I have this classified from the thinnest one. This is 0.1. How cool is this? Yep. Yeah, probably here I have, wow, over $1,000 more than that in here. So, and then I have the next one, 15. The next one is 0.2, 0.3, I guess is this one. 0.3, same. This one is nickel 0.3. This one is the very expensive nickel. I use this only in special occasions. So, same with the next one, 0.2, 0.15. 0. No, this one is a nickel steel, and no, actually, yeah, nickel steel, 0.1, and this one is 0.1 as well. But it's if you notice, this one is 10 millimeters, this one is 8. So, but that's not the only one. I have a bunch more. It's just that they're not here. I mean, I probably have even more in different places. I mean, see, these ones are more nickels. On top, I have more over there. This is the one that I use for cutting with the laser. I mean, but again, I have all these cells. If anybody interested, I have, you name it, brand new ones. That's what, 33 EV 33. EV is 35, and this is only what I have here. Downstairs, I have a bunch. I have Samsungs, you name it. All this is Samsungs, all these boxes. I have to show you later all this. This is the trays for the batteries. Yeah, man, 0.3. This is money. This is a lot of money. Just this roll, it's hundreds of dollars. This roll is very, very expensive. Yep. So let's see. Now we are talking here. Let's see how he's doing the cells charging. I hope we can do this test now live to show you the sag. Let's see how he's doing. He's still charging 6 amps. This point, I'm gonna wait until it charges a little bit more to put it equal to the JP40 to show you and compare that. This one is not fully charged. I'm gonna leave it like that, but I'm charging the back. Let's see how it's doing the back right now. At 10 amps, I'm pushing that back, going quickly. So hopefully we can test that now. So yeah. Hey, the other thing that I was going to do is teach you how to fix the glitters. I'm gonna open this glitter to show you how to change the module board to fix it. Actually, I fixed this. I changed this module board that I have here already. That was broken, all this, and I changed all this. So, and then I want to show you guys how you can do this by yourself. I mean, if you have a little bit of experience welding, you can do it. So the most difficult part pretty much is that we need to weld one cable. I can't remember if it's this one. Let's see, this one or this other one. In one of the legs, we need to weld one of the cables. The other part that we need to weld in the board, let's see if I can see it from here. I guess here. I don't know if you see the board. You see these 4 pins? There's 4 cables that we need to weld from, from the inside the capacitors. They are going to these 4 holes, basically. Let me zoom more. that four cables. That's the most difficult part. Those four cables, and the cable that goes here. That's it. The other part is just remove that. I mean, this part is kind of challenging because we need to insert these three pins in the back of here. Let's see where it is. Sorry about that. Actually, it's inserted already. Let me see. Oh, no, no. Here. Those four pins goes in here. These pins. The problem is that we need to install that piece first in the glitter, and then at the end, with the piece installed, then we need to drag this piece here, see, and put it inside. Yeah, it doesn't look difficult here, but when it's installed inside, yeah, it can be challenging. But that's basically what you need to do. And once you swap out those parts, you just put it back together. It's very easy to open. It's just pull this out. I mean, see, and then remove. This is like a screws that you can take out these two pieces, and then this whole piece come off, and you finish the job basically. Not big deal. I mean, I'm gonna do the video doing it to help the guys. I'm gonna be bringing these boards to the store because again, I become dealer from glitter, dealer from radio wave, from both. So I'm gonna start bringing these units soon to the store. Again, it's about time, and what I mean with time is me making money to buy the parts because this is not cheap. This is very expensive. I mean, just remember, I'm gonna buy at least 3 units of each one, even the glitter egg 11, and just the egg 11. Remember, that costs like $500. Think about it. 3 units is 1,500. So these units they cost $249, $260 here. Put it in the U.S. basically. And think about it. This is expensive. They are expensive. So I'm working hard to get those all that. This is not cheap. All these toys, all these sales is not cheap. Yeah, people that know me, hey, I don't know, guys. I drive Uber. I drive Uber. I work very hard to make money to buy all this to put together the store. This is not easy. So I work very hard. I work day and night, day and night. I'm making my dreams come true. So I appreciate everybody that really support the store. Really, really appreciate it. Yep, we are almost there, buddy. We're almost there. We're gonna do this test soon. Let's see. Look at the back. The back is in, let's see, percentage. How is doing? It's getting there. It's gonna start balancing now. It's gonna start. This one is almost ready. Look at that. It's going down. The voltage is going down. It's already reached the 4.2, and now is going from constant current. Now it's going from constant voltage to decreasing the constant current. This number is the one going down. And I'm not gonna fully charge it, man. I'm not gonna fully charge it. I'm gonna put it probably over. I'm gonna put it, believe it or not, with more advantage than the JP40. More power than the JP40 to do this test. So you can see how it's gonna do. All right, let's start making this ready because that cell is almost ready. It's almost ready. So let's see. I'm gonna disconnect this for 1 second to see what voltage we see here right now, which is 4.17. Let me disconnect this. We have 4.7, which is the same as the JP40. That was very close. Let me see the voltage in the JP40. Let me bring one of my toys. Let's see what voltage we have in the JP40 right now. Hide the glare. Okay, now you can see it. All right. Let's see the JP40. 3.9. Actually, it's below the Samsung. You know what? I'm gonna test it like that. I would love to match it, but just to prove the point. So, who have the advantage? Samsung have more voltage right now. So it has more advantage right now. Let me disconnect this. Connect this here, so we can test this sag right now. We're gonna remember push 40 amps. I would love to have both on the same level, honestly. But well, we can do it. We can do it. Let's see the sag. Let's see the sag. As soon as I activate this, we're gonna see the sag in the Samsung. Okay, 40 amps. I'm gonna show you just that. So I'm gonna activate that, and we're gonna see the number. Okay, from 4 volts, activate 40 amps. 3 point. Look at that. 2.87 sagging at 40 amps. The Samsung. Let me stop that. They Samsung rate this cell for all the way to 45. Obviously, that's not true. You see how 40 it put it to the 2 volts. Right now it's 3.9. Now let's put now this. Let's treat the cell better. Let's put it to only 25. 25. I'm not gonna abuse this cell. Let's put it 25. I mean, what I consider constantly that the cell can do. And we are gonna see that sag. Put it on. Number 3.26 volts under 25 amps. That's 25. Cell is almost fully charged. Come on, 3.1 volts. Look at that sag number. I mean, that's what a Samsung 25S is. Now, let's go with the JP40. Same test. And remember, and actually, it's warm already. It's warm. I will love you to show you the temperature, but let's go with the JP40. It's not fully charged. We have less voltage in this JP40. It's to show you how powerful is that JP40. I mean, next to Samsung. 3.98. Let's see the numbers. 3.98. That's exactly almost, yeah. Actually, it's below what the Samsung was, but let's do it like that. Let's do the same test. 25 amps. What we went to 3.1 with the Samsung. Actually, 3.28. Look at the JP40 now. 3.47. That's, again, nothing for the JP40. 3.47 under the same load. Now let's abuse from the JP40. Let's go with the high numbers. Let's go. That's 30. We are still over the number that Samsung was having. I mean, in 25. Let's go to 40 amps. JP40. 40 amps. We are not touching 2 amps, 2 volts. Like the Samsung, it went to 2.1, 2.2. We're still over 3 volts. Remember, this cell is not charged. The cell is not charged, but look at how well it's doing. So that's what I want to explain. I mean, again, Samsung is a great cell, but they cannot compete with tablets. They can't. J period cannot compete with a tablet. It's just an abuse comparing this. This is 40 amps. Look at the number. I'm not joking. 40 amps continuously, pushing 120 watts right now. JP40. And it's not, I mean, you have to feel the temperature is nothing for these cells. All right, I shut it off because I want to show you now the back 45D, which right now it's balancing. I'm gonna stop the charging to show you the difference with the back. We have the back here, right? Let's see. Let's take out the JP40 from the bench and let's put the back. Now, This one have a little bit more voltage, but it's still not. You see the idea. 4.15. Guess what? Let's start straight in 40 amps. 40 amps with the back. Okay. Uh, let's go. 40 amps with the back. Look at that. 3.5. 3 point that in 40 amps. I mean that's like JP40 territory. See, 3.43. It's not fully charged. It was only for 4.15, but you can see how powerful it is. Now let's put it back in the same volt current than the Samsung was 25, so you can see the power. So look at that, 3.58. When the Samsung at that level, it was in. I mean, recently. Remember, I already drained this in 40 amps. So the Samsung was in 3 point, 28, something like that. So the back is a great cell. I mean, it's tabless as well. Three tabless. We have the back 45D, we have the JP40, and we have the EV 40PL. I don't know if I have an EV ready here. Let's see. I may have an EV ready here. Fully charged. I don't know if it's fully charged. Let me find an EV. Let me find an EV for you guys. I may have one here. Let's see. Maybe it's here. Where is my EV? The one that I abuse and abuse. I guess it's here. Let's see. Not here. Not here. Oh yeah. Here are. There we go. Okay. I feel bad for this cell because this cell I really abuse of this cell. This is my very first cell that I did even wide open. When I say wide open, pushing over 100 amps until it depletes. I mean, I believe me, I tried to kill this cell so many times, I just can't. It just keep holding. So let's see how much voltage we have in this EV right now. If it's charged, I don't remember. It's 3.29. Actually, it's discharged. So I last time I don't charge it. I just leave it in storage mode. It's a bad one for testing, but I mean, again, I can charge it, but I mean, it's gonna take too long. So let's see this JP40. I have this JP40. That's the one that I'm gonna bring the next ones. The next JP40 are gonna be just like this one with the Ampes logo. This is the grade A Ampes JP40s. Each serial number is different. So this is the test that I was, the cell that I was using to help Much for some testing that we was doing. Actually, I have another one. Put it together just like this. Let me see what voltage we have here in this JP40. And I hope it have more voltage. Let's see. I guess it's discharged too. I don't think I. Actually, it have good voltage. Look at this. We can compare now with the back. Let's push this JP40 now to 40 amps. So we seen the back same voltage as the back. We're lucky. We're lucky. So we seen in the back that it went to what, the 3.6, I guess, when we push it in 40 amps. Let's see this one. No, I'm going straight to 40 amps, because I want to see that number, 40 amps. Let's push hard. Boom. 3 point, it says that, but you know what? It's the alligators. It's the alligators. Let me stop this. Let me put it close to the cell. And the problem is this copper is not the correct one. This is copper. It's a thin copper, Anyway, the cell is kind of, let's try again. It's not with the alligator. See, 3.5 is higher, but the thing is, yeah, is we don't have enough copper like in here. We have a ton of copper here, so this is too thin for the test. But it is what it is. You know, it's still, we can see how powerful is this cell. Look at that! Look at the numbers. 136 watts. That's a lot. Now let's put it in, let's see, 25 amps. Put it back 25, just like the Samsung. That's 25. Look at the numbers. The Samsung in this 25, it was in 3.28 and going down. So this one is solid 3.6. I mean, it's a beast. JP40s are beast of cells, and it's already discharged. I mean, it was not completely fully charged. I push it at 40, and it's still, and now the temperature is nothing. This cells is just a beast. And again, we're holding this with only thin copper. That's, I mean, so I guess I proved the point. What you're confusing with the types? Let me show you probably what you're talking about. How many JP40s we have? Yes, that's a good question. JP40s, all of them, they are the same. First of all, it's just the wraps. We have the original JP40 wrap now recently available. This was not available before, right? We have the JP40 with LT. I was selling these ones. LT wrap is the same. It's still a JP40. The LT normally, what I don't like, and it's all of them. They're like that. Is the is ugly. I mean, this one is not that bad, but sometimes you see the steam. That's how they came, and I'm gonna explain again. I explained this multiple times why they're coming like that, right? What's happened is that, I mean, by in order to they be able to sell these cells, they cannot sell it as a JP40 amps. They have to erase all the amps information, and that's why all these cells, this one have some glue here because I was putting glue, but they have to erase, see, all the steam. They have to erase all the information from amps, and then they print LT on top. But in essence, they are JP40s. That's how they was able to sell it in the beginning. Why? Why is this? Amps have contract with Milwaukee, and it was having military contracts. So because they have contract with Milwaukee and military contract, they under contract they cannot sell this to the public. So what's happened? Milwaukee, EB Chinese, yeah, it's a Chinese brand. I mean, like everything. Samsung now is made in China. Everything is made in China. I mean, don't get the something important. The fact that they're made in China doesn't mean they're bad. I mean, China make great cells. I mean, it's like everything. They make junk, but they make great cells as well. Anyway, this is the other wrap for the JP40, and I have the third one, which let me show you. There's a third wrap. Where I got it, like here. Now, this one is kind of controversy. This JP40. Why? There's this website, 18650-21700, which is owned by Austin Marhon. He is selling this JP40 as AM04. See, that's another JP40, and that's have been proven already. It's just a rewrapped by a company that he used called eStar. eStar is making this for him. They are getting JP40s, rewrapping it, and putting the information on the cell. And it's a JP40. He's claiming, and this has been already tested by Much, He's claiming that this cells is able to produce 160 amps. Fancy numbers in his data sheet. It's not. It's not. And actually, in basing the Moch testing, and Moch make a report about this already. This JP40 Moch proved that even it performed less than the other ones. Seems like it's B grades JP40s. Hey, it's almost there. It's not for too much difference. You cannot tell with, I mean, unless that you have the instruments. But yeah, that's another you know, flavor of JP40, but it's not superior than anything else. It's just another JP40. All right, and actually, you see the back. Let me show you. Well, mine is all wear down, but look at that. I mean, they're just JP40s, and actually, you put it naked, you cannot tell which one is. And they're just JP40s. So in fact, yeah, we have three flavors of JP40s, which is the original Ampes wrap, which is this one. That's the one that I'm gonna start now. The next batch is gonna be coming like this. We have the LT, and we have the, well, JP40 AM04, which is Austin Martin, Marham, which is his last name. So yeah, that's the three JP40s. If you have any of one of them, hey, you have a JP40. Don't worry. If it's LT, good. It's Ampes, good. It's AM04, it's a JP40. I mean, period. They all perform the same. They all perform the same. There's not nothing else than that. Period. It is the truth. I mean, and much can confirm that. So nothing different than that. All right, guys. I guess this has been a very nice, interesting. Yeah, laser. Well, yeah, this one. That's how I caught it with the laser. I wish I have the laptop connected to the laser to show you some, how I caught that. But hey, that was a really nice live, the one that we have tonight. So we covered a lot of things. We have fun with this. The one that I don't know who connect late. Go back once I post back the live. Go and check it out. I test this. Well, can I do this again? Let's do it again. For the people that connect late, let's burn more of this. That was fun. That was fun. Let's test what I did earlier. What I did earlier was testing how much current we can push on this fuse before they blow. Okay. Now that we have more people, let's do it now. Let's do it now live again. How I was doing it, connecting the negative here, right? I'm gonna connect. Actually, what's the positive? That's how I do it. Connecting the positive here. The other, let me make sure it's off. The other positive is going to the fuse, but let me connect first these two negative together, because I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push current from my power supply, and I'm gonna set this to current all the way to 29 amps if I have to. I'm not gonna go that high, but we have, yeah, 4.9, like a cell, 29. Let me make sure I put this down to what voltage, what current. I'm going low current here. Let's start with 2 amps. All right. And let me connect this. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do now. What I was doing is we want to test how much current we can push in this thin, how we call it, strip, before they blow. Let's connect this. Now that is connected, let me put it like this. I want to show you the voltage. We have 4.2. We have voltage already, but with very low. Let's see. I want to make sure you guys can see this. There we go. But at the same time, I want to show you the voltage, the numbers. You can see it there. It's sideways, but you can. What I want you to you is see this. How much we're gonna push. I'm gonna put now the camera. I'm trying to. You probably not gonna see this number here, but I can tell you because I wanna. I just wanna show you nicely this part. All right, I'm gonna be pushing. Sorry, let's keep it like this. Still not clear. Sorry. Let me fix this mount. There we go. It's more solid now. I'm gonna be start pushing with 2 amps right now. Okay, 2 amps. We're gonna have a sag. That's what I believe is good enough. That's what I believe is good enough. 2 amps for this setup, because we don't have a crazy sag. We don't have stuff like that. Now I'm gonna start raising the current, and I'm gonna show you how this fuse works. I'm taking out my hands because this is gonna glow. This is gonna be fun. All right. Let's go 5 amps, 5 amps, and this is gonna start, I guess, smoking at 5 amps. Let's see if you can see it here. It's not smoking. Look at what's happened when I go to 10 amps. Look at that, 10 amps. Look at that, 10 amps. We have fire. 10 amps. I know I can go, I tested to 14 was the max. Let's see, 14. Look at that. That's 14. 15, it breaks. One more, and it's gonna break. One more. Boom, perfect. 15 amps exactly is when it breaks. That's how this works. This fuse. Let me put it back to 0, and I'm gonna test with the next one again. And not only that, they don't break, but look at the sag. What I consider what is the limit of this equipment? I mean, this lane is when it's sagged below 4, which I believe was over 3. Let's see, that's 3 amps. Still 4 is not that bad, and actually I guess I can even touch it. It's still, yeah, it's a little bit warm, but I guess, yeah, 4. Now we have too much sag. That temperature is gonna feel, yeah, it feel warm. Now it feel warm. And what I was teaching is, the more heat you have in the cable, the more sag you are gonna have. For example, to prove the point again, I'm gonna push 7. Let's push more. 8. We have smoke. You see the smoke? It's very hot. Look at that. And when I apply air, look how it recovered the voltage. Now it's gonna lose voltage again. We don't see that too much here, but now look at when I go in high numbers. Let's go 12, where we are gonna be glowing. We are glowing. Look at the voltage, how it's gonna recover now. Glowing. I'm trying to make it better for the camera. Let's go. Blow again. Look at the voltage. .4, and now it's gonna do it again. Again. So, and then if I go, that's 12. Exactly 15 is gonna break. I'm gonna put it 14. That's 14 is not breaking. 15. Oh, actually breaking 14. But it's almost there. So Exactly. That's exactly what I want to teach you. How important is the cooling? How important is the cooling in a pack? So now you see how much you can sag a connection by having thin wires. When you build a pack or you have your e-bike or you have anything, I mean, period, a pack with thin wires, you're gonna have more heat. I mean, when you're pushing higher current levels. So that heat is gonna create more sag. So sag means that you're having voltage drop. So that voltage drop equals power, right? Because you multiply the voltage times the current, and you will get the power. How much power are you getting? I mean, from that connection. By sagging and remember, this is only one cell, but think about it. When you are sagging many cells, exactly. That's why we use copper nickel sandwich, because when you go with only nickel, the nickel have so much resistance, and the resistance is I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna do the same test with copper. Copper. This is nickel. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. That's gonna be very cool. Let's see. Let's cut a piece of nickel, copper, 0.1, very thin nickel. Copper. This is copper, 0.1. Now I'm gonna cut a piece of nickel, 0.1 as well. Let me see. Exactly. So let me see if I have one here. 0.1, the same size. Maybe I have. No, not this one. No, this one. Let me see if I have one. I'm sorry. I'm doing this live. Come on, Nico. Where you at? 0. It's just that one that I have here is not open, and it's gonna be a headache to open that. But I guess I have more here. Let's see where this one is. Now I remember where it is. I guess it's here. I'm gonna take a piece. Let's see what it is. All right, give me 1 second. All right, let's see. This one is 0.12. It's not 0.1. All right, but it's gonna make the purpose, and actually it's wider than this. It's a bad test. I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? This one is 0.1. Let's try with this. Let me cut it to make it the same size, to make it fair. Look at what I'm sacrificing here. I was testing in this nickel, this with the laser. Anyway, let's test this. Woof, I have James, somebody talking by the website, but let's finish this. Same size, one is copper, one is nickel, okay? Same size. One is copper, one is nickel. I'm gonna connect first the nickel, and actually, yeah, and we're gonna push in this piece of nickel. Let's see, we're gonna push in this piece of nickel probably 30 amps. What is the max that my power supply can do? Let's see. I wish I can show you temperature, but we're gonna monitor just the sag for the moment, okay? I'm gonna push no more than 29 amps because that's the maximum of my power supply. But let's see the sag. That's what we wanna see. We have 4.22 right now. As soon as I push this to 29 amps, let's see the sag. Look at that, 3.38 volts. That's sagging a lot. I don't want to even touch this because it's going to be very, very, very hot. Let's see how bad it is. Oh yeah, it's hot. Woo. 3.33 volts at that load. Now let's do exactly the same thing with the copper. Whew, it's hot. Copper. What number was? You remember? 3.33? Same test. Now with copper. Now look at that. 3.51. Much better. I mean, it's still. Let's see something. 101 watts. Let's see with the other one. 101. 101. See, this is not hot at all. 101. And with this one, 97. Now, to see how much sag we have just in the cables, we are gonna test something. Now we're gonna connect just the cables together, and now we're gonna see how much sag we have in the cables without the material. Now you see that the same number as the copper. That much sag we have in this connection. Now you see how much effective is the copper. Just, hey, directly. Remember, this is copper. All this is copper. 3.5 without the connection. I mean, copper is a beast. Copper is a beast. And I just proved it there. Same number with the, and this is 0.1, very, very thin. I guess I have a 0.3. Let me see. I have a piece of 0.3. No, actually, guess what? This is 0.3, but it's nickel, pure nickel. Now let's see how better does pure nickel in 0.3. Yeah, it's a little bit longer, but I hope it's gonna be closer. Look at that. We touch almost 3.5. Because this nickel is 3 times wider. And, you know, it's still, hey, the copper 0.1 is still better than nickel 0.3. Guess why? Copper is 4 times more conductive. 4 times. 4 times more conductive. Let's put again the copper. Oop. Copper over 3.5. Same number. 3.51, and let's see straight. 3.51. I guess it's gonna be a little bit lost, but 3.53. It's only 0.2 difference from using the strip, copper strip. All right, man. I guess I just have so much fun doing all this. And I guess it's a learning curve for everybody. So now you see how important, guys, when you build your packs, use the correct size of cables, use your couple nickel sandwich when you build your packs. Use the yes. That's what I learned. It's this paste. That's the paste. And actually, if someone is interested, I put it in the website. I bought the extras. It's in the website right now. This paste, what is the magic of this? This is not a regular flux. It's not. This well, they call it the glitter flux. I mean, but it's actually doesn't say either glitter. It's just a bunch of shiny things. Basically, this paste what has is nickel powder, and has also tin. It have tin powder in the mix. What that does is create more resistance in the connection. So when you weld, you don't need to use that much power to be able to weld. So actually, if you see my other videos, I was able to weld copper to copper with using this, and I demonstrate that. I mean, I mean, as soon as I seen that, that's gonna be my favorite product, and I have where I put it. I got it. I put two of them. They're in the website, but I have it here. If someone is interested for sale. Anyway, I put it in the website. So they are in the website right now. You want to save money? Get it from AliExpress. That's honest. I ain't honest with you guys. That's where they get it because nobody else has it. Only AliExpress. So get it from AliExpress and you can save money. If you wanna, I mean, get it quickly, I send that to you. I mean, yes, I put it in $24. Because remember, I invest money. I have to pay for the box, shipping and all that. I mean, and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I got it for $24, but you can get it in AliExpress. I guess it was $15. You can get it, and if you are willing to wait 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever it takes, so hey, get it. I mean, it's cheaper. So if you want to support my website, get it from me. I mean, I'm either way. I'm good with that. So, but yes, it's a great product. Great product. Really recommend you that product. So the good part, the paste is not corrosive, so you're not gonna damage the cell. So I did a test in the so it's not conductive because I was concerned about, for example, having the paste go in between the positive and then I mean damage, I mean cross, causing a short. But it's not. It doesn't happen because I check how if they have any ohms. So if any conductivity, and it's not. It doesn't have that. So it really works. So cool. So that pays only dry. It dries. I mean, but again, I'm gonna use that only for cases. I'm not gonna use that for welding cells. I'm honest with you. I don't want that in the cells. I use my glitter for that. I mean, with copper nickel sandwich. I'm gonna use that paste when I'm building a pack and we need to connect two packs together. I'm gonna use a bunch of copper, putting two copper sheets together instead to use cables. I put two copper sheets like let's see. I have to connect two packs, right? Two packs together. I'm gonna make a bus bar, very wide, just like this, with a ton of copper. And the other pack is gonna have exactly the same thing. Two packs together. What I'm gonna do, put in the two sheets together just like that. Instead to use lead with the soldering iron and put a bunch of, no. I'm gonna put that paste on top of here and spot weld with a bunch of welds, a bunch of them. That's for what I'm gonna use that paste to connect the packs together with copper. That's, believe me, it's gonna be much better than using the soldering iron, because in the soldering iron you're introducing more resistance with the lead. I don't wanna you do that. I don't wanna go copper to copper the maximum. I just teach you how important is the copper. I mean, for the resistance. Better than this, nothing else. I mean, copper is copper. Period. So that's for what I'm gonna use that paste. The other choice that you have is that you can make holes in the copper holes and put screws and attach it. I mean, a physical connection, copper to copper, Hey, nothing is better than a physical connection. Period. That's if you guys is any electrician here, they can confirm that. They teach that nothing is better than a physical connection. Nothing. So that's why when you see clamping, I mean the cables with this kind of connections, buddy, this is the best connection. Forget about the soldering iron to connect two cables. If you can clamp a connection just like here, this is the best connection you can do. The best one, clamping the cable and connecting physically. I'm sorry, that's the best connection. If you, as an electrician, when you see those high voltage things that the electrician does to connect buildings and stuff like that, but they clamp the connections. They don't use well. They don't weld it. No, they clamp the connection. That's the best connection you can do. And believe me, I respect these guys. And I mean, they are engineers. I am not, but I read a lot. So, and yes, that's my favorite connection, clamping. When I cannot clamp, like, see, this one I spot well, but I still clamp here. So that's the best, absolutely, in my opinion, the best connection, unless that in this case I use this is what Much use. Much he use clamping. I mean, with pressure in the batteries, and this works as well, very well. And that's how I'm testing as well. Exactly. We need to trust these guys. They study that. I mean, they know what they are doing. I am not an electrician. I read a lot. Again, I am not certified in anything. I'm not engineer. I just read a lot. I mean, and yeah, I mean, well, let me leave it like that. Period. I don't have any title. I just read, and I respect these guys. I mean, I respect these guys, honestly. Levy Thomas from our group. Levy is engineer, really, really smart guy. Uh, we have Steven. Man, Steven is a genius. Steven was, oh my God, he's a genius. I mean, that guy, he worked developing a lot of important batteries. Even I believe he worked even with Tesla. I don't know if he's in right now. We have a bunch of people. I cannot see how many people we have here, but Steven is a, oh my God. I mean, very smart, and I'm very happy that we have all those people in our group. So if you haven't go to our group, go right now, man. Facebook. Go in Facebook and search for DIY 500 amp, just like the channel. And that's our group. I'm there every day, and all these guys, they are there. Even March and all these guys, they are there. So you're gonna learn there a lot. I just opened today Discord. No, actually yesterday a Discord channel. So if you guys have Discord, I'm gonna put it later, the link. But in the Facebook, you can see the Discord channel. All right, let me take this out of here. All right, man. That has been a long video. We have almost 100 minutes transmitting. So hey, I really appreciate you guys that you are still in here. I have fun today. Yeah, man. Go to the Facebook. And again, anybody that support my store, I really appreciate that. I have the best, not because I'm advertising, the best pricing, and you can compare with the biggest guy, which, and I'm gonna say 18650 battery store. I'm matching the prices, or if not, making it better. And I do a very, very, very fast shipping. If someone can tell here, I do it immediately. As soon as I see something, I have a UPS store 5 minutes from here. I drop it in UPS immediately, so you get everything quickly. $50 or more, you get free shipping. So, it's not only selling. If you have any question, in the same website, if you go in the chat part, I get that immediately. I have somebody right now, two persons has been writing to me. I haven't been able to do it because I'm doing the live, but I'm gonna answer those questions immediately. You don't have to buy anything. I help people without, you can buy if you want AliExpress, you can buy to the competition. I don't care. I enjoy helping people, honestly. So again, and if you buy from me, believe me, I give the super extra miles. Even I offer people that they bought from me. I have few people that bought a bunch of JP40s. I'm talking over 300, and I offer them, hey, you get it from me. If you need bus bar, let me know what design you want. I cut it for you. I cut it for you and send that to you. Just pay for the copper. I send the bus bar for free. You know, that's kind of service I am giving so to my clients. So, and again, I mean, I appreciate any support. All right, uh, you are making my dreams come true. So hey, I'm leaving 100 minutes transmitting. Take care. Have a good night, and I hope you enjoy the content. Subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe to the Facebook group and visit the store. I mean, take a look and everything that I have. I have a bunch of nickel, copper. I add a bunch of things, BMSs. Check out the accessories section. I mean, don't forget that I have a bunch of stuff there in accessories, and I keep going adding more. I'm gonna have very soon, more JP40s. I know I'm sold out. Probably, I hope in less than 2 weeks. Hope in less than 2 weeks, I'm gonna have more JP40s. I'm gonna have back 45Ds. This cell that I just test, I'm gonna have that available, and even more 40 PLs. I still have 50 something 40 PLs. If someone is interested, I still have 53, I believe, we have there. Brand new one untouched. And but I have more coming, of course, because I always have those cells. I mean, they're powerful. People like them. And I have a bunch of, 18650. I have coming that I'm running out of it as well. The EV30P, which is a EV that, I mean, for 30 amps discharging. I have that one coming too. I have 2,000 of those one coming. So for your power tools, it's excellent cells. So anyway, thank you. I'm living for real. I have to see my daughter, my wife. I mean, thank you for your support. All right, have a good one. I'm gonna be posting this probably tomorrow, this live. Okay, thank you for your support, guys.